And that's the thing with the business model, is like you get to create, it's uncapped. You write the rules, right? And a lot of the heavy lifting's taken care of you. So it takes a lot of that load and that burden off your back. There's still stuff that needs to be done. There's still time and energy. There's still supporting your team. There's still lots of things that you still need to do, right? But there's still so many things that you don't need to do. So for me, it's the ultimate 5D business model. Whatever the fuck that is, this is it. What is up, my legend? How are you, brother or sister? I know you guys are listening in as well. And just wanted to, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for doing your best to live your best life. And that's no small feat. And it's something that most people don't take the time nor the focus, commitment, or patience to build something, to build a life of prosperity, of fun, of adventure, of creativity and genius. And so just wanted to acknowledge you for showing up. Acknowledge you for showing up. So well done. And if you're getting value from the podcast, feel free to share it around, leave me a review, and do all those things that you do. And today I wanted to share my perspective on the industry of network marketing and share with you why I feel it is the best business model that one could ask for. And so, which is very different to what I used to believe, because my belief set around network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales, etc., when I first started in the industry many, many years ago, was that I don't know, I just felt maybe shady, or I felt wrong doing it, or I felt bad that I was doing it, ashamed that I was doing it. I was worried what other people would say or think or feel about it, or their projections of like what it's about or what they think about it or what they feel about it. And, to be honest, there is a lot of stigma of it around it out there. There's a lot of stigma around the direct selling space. And, I can understand why. There's some distasteful ways of doing it and distasteful people that do it. And so, that can give anything a bad name. But at the same time, everything's got a bad name. There's the good, there's the bad, there's the stuff in between. And so, every industry has its pros and cons and things that people don't like about it. And, I feel like the network marketing industry can attract the good and bad people. And so there's people that are representing it that are doing it in a bad way. And, well, I know bad's the right word, but, I guess a way that's not received well, and so, and also too, it's something that it's only been around, I think maybe it started in the 50s and in like its current form, it's sort of always been around. It's like, you refer a friend and then they refer a friend. Like most things are built essentially on a similar model, but whereas like a proper network marketing became like a structure, I believe happened in the 50s. I think like maybe Amway was one of the first that, came into the market and made it happen. And they're still around, they've been doing it for that long. I guess that's 70 years, which is impressive. And so I just want to share a few things just to give you some inspiration and some more belief, whether you're in network marketing or not. If you are, this will be in service to you. If you're looking at it and you're open to it, this will be in service to you. And then if you're not open to it and you don't like it and you have stigma around it, then, potentially this will be in service to you, not as a way for you to change your mind around it, maybe potentially, but more so just to go, okay, cool. Well, I now feel that it's like my friends that are doing it or people that I know that are doing it, or if I see people doing it, that, they're not a bad person. They're not trying to scam me. They're just, they're having a crack and they're doing something different, and I can appreciate and respect that. And so I have a friend online, and she did a post. It was, I don't know, maybe 12 months ago now. And she shared something along the lines of like Enagic, which is the company and the business that I'm involved with, have been for now nearly 10 years, 9.5 years. And she shared that it wasn't a 5D business model, right? Now, my first response is like, what is a 5D business model? That was my first question that came to my mind when I saw this post. And then I was like, okay, well, what is a 5D business model? And, why isn't Enagic a 5D business model? And what is a 5D business model? Like, what's a model that is 5D, right? And you don't hear me talking about 5D and stuff like that much. It's not something that I put much time and energy and focus into. People talk about 5D consciousness and we're shifting into 5D. I'm like, okay, whatever that means. Whenever we're there, I'll enjoy it once we're at it. If we're not already at it already, who knows? And so, but I was thinking about it the other day, right? Because I've really been reflecting on just the power in the business model and the freedom that's available in the business model. And, looking at my own journey, and I can only really speak from my own journey and also like seeing what's happened within our community. But for me personally, I spent 4 to 5 years really building my business, time, energy, focus, in the trenches, recruiting, bringing new people in. And I spent the last 4 or 5 years really just riding the momentum of the energy and receiving the manifestation of the effort that I put in those first 4 or 5 years. And I still show up and I still work and I still support our community, and I'm there and I'm present and I'm involved. However, it's very casual and it's very part-time. And so, the one thing I've been reflecting on is like, we really have a powerful product, a product that can really serve people. It can really help humanity. And our product is it's a water ionizer, right? And we've just released another product that's called MGuard. It's an EMF neutralizer device. We have a shower filter. We have some turmeric supplements. And so these products truly help people. Like, I don't know many things that are much more important than water and clean drinking water. And our body is 70 to 80% water. Some parts, people argue that it's more than that. It's like 90% water, right? And so, like being able to support someone with some of the best water on the planet, having it available on tap all the time, I'm like, that's a good thing. And I'm like, this is what the conversation of this 5D business model. I'm like, well, like where we're going in terms of consciousness. I'm like, having clean drinking water, this is solving one of the biggest problems that we've faced today on our planet. It's helping with the bottled water problem. It's the pandemic of bottled waters and the oceans and things like that. It's helping people to cleanse, to purify. It's supporting people on so many different levels, right? And then we're also supporting people to like escape the 9 to 5 or, live a more freedom lifestyle, to live and work from wherever they are in the world. And then one step better than that, the next evolution of that, and this is where I'm now operating, me and my wife, and then many people in our community are the same, is that it reaches a point in your business where, you share the vision enough, you share the products enough, you enroll other people into the vision enough, you get other people started enough, you share the products and the opportunity enough where, you have a team of people. We have thousands of people all around the world that are out there, building their own business and sharing this product with other people. And also too, the company has a inbuilt legacy element where you reach a certain level in your business and they pay you this income for life. And so for us, like even in the last few months, our business has doubled in size, in sales volume on a monthly basis. Over the last, let's say 4, 5, maybe max 6 months, it's gone from around 1,000 sales a month that our team were bringing to Enagic sales to last month we hit over 20, 21, 38, right? So it's over doubled. And so, last month was a big month. Will it stabilize there? Will it go back down? I don't know, right? We'll see what happens. But if I look at the past, and if the past is any representation of the future, then it's consistently grown over the last 10 years, year on year. Just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. More people keep joining the mission, more people keep sharing it, more people are excited about it, more people keep buying the product. And so that means that our income, because we get paid a portion on each of the sales, our income keeps growing every single month. And it's now at a point where it's like quite casual and part-time. and we get to choose. And it's like that from the start. You get to choose how you work it. That's the great thing about it. That's what I love about it. Because, for me, my life's not a straight line. And I know yours probably isn't either. It's not linear. Stuff happens. There's times when you're really in, you're on, you're like really focused, you're giving it gun ho, you're all in. And there's times where, something happens in your life. Your wife has a baby, your brother gets ill, your parents get ill, like who knows? You get ill. Or something takes you out of play, or you're just in a real down time of your life, or you get some other opportunity arises. Like for me, a big thing that's happened is I've been able to really explore my music career, and not that it's really classed as a career, it's more a hobby. But I've been able to create music and do these cool things whilst traveling, whilst having great experiences, whilst buying new homes, whilst doing renovations, whilst, educating our children in the best way that we know how, and having the resources to do all these things. And so, our income keeps growing. It just keeps growing, right? Because our business keeps growing. And so I still have my finger on the pulse, and I'm still connected to the vision, and I still see it, and I still share that with our community, and I'm still, actively involved. But it's truly given us the freedom to live life how we wish, right? And giving us the resources in order for us to do that. And I'm like, if I was to compare that, not that I can compare it because I haven't really been there. I have been a business owner in the past, but it was more so, small business, just starting out. But if I look at other people, sometimes you talk to people that are like CEOs and directors of companies and things like that. It's very time intensive. There's so much energy and time they need to put into that business, right? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm like, for me, personally, like, I don't want to have to work too hard. Like, I want to spend more time with my family. My kids are young. I want to spend time with them. I want to be with them. I want to, currently we do a 3-day long weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We spend that with our kids and our children. And for me, I normally go pretty much offline. I might check a couple of things here and there, right? And then during the week, like last week, I was like, you know what? Like, I felt like I needed a holiday. So I just took the week pretty much off. I was got maybe a couple of different things, but it's very casual. Right now, I've earned this position, right? This lifestyle. I built it for myself, created a residual passive income. And, what's expected of me is just to show up and be honorable to the company and support the vision and the mission, which I do that, and I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to support the community. And at the same time, it's been 9 years and I'm coming into a whole new 9-year cycle, and I'm coming into my first year numerologically. So to me, it feels like this fresh energy. And so I've just been building a funnel and putting different systems and structures in place to start recruiting again. So get back into the driver's seat and start building phase and like do it all again. Imagine doing it, for me, doing it again and creating it again, but even bigger, because we're not starting from the bottom. We're starting from, having thousands of people already there that are selling and sharing the product. So things will just scale and go bigger to a whole new level. And so will the income that we're creating from it. So it really is limitless. There's not really much of a ceiling. Could you be a billionaire from it? Unlikely, right? However, you could create $1 billion sales volume from it. The company itself is already doing $1 billion, annually, globally. So it's like, well, if you look at that in a sense and go, all right, cool. Well, they would have started at, like, I remember talking to one of the OG guys that kicked it off in America 20 years ago, Romy, and he was sharing that Enagic's goal was to do 5,000 sales a month. And, I keep talking about that. Let's hit 5,000 sales. They're now doing their goal is to hit 30,000 sales because they've done like 20, 25. And so as it just keeps growing, those numbers will get bigger. So I'm like, we just did 2,000 sales. I'm like, well, okay, not long ago we're at 1,000 sales. Not that long ago before that we're at 500 sales. And not a decade ago, we're at like 3 or 4 sales in my team, And so it's like, as that progression keeps happening, essentially, eventually, we'll have the same amount of sales in our team as Enagic's doing globally, which could be $1 billion annually. So essentially you do have, it's not, I don't own the company, right? We're giving the sales to Enagic, they're processing them, but they also handle a lot of the headaches that $1 billion company has, all the staffing, all the systems, the structures, the product delivery, the shipping, we're going to an 8,000 person event in Okinawa. It's like they're handling all that, which is epic. We get to rock up, bring our team, promote it. Christy and I are speaking on the stage of it, and like we're not involved in that whole thing. Like they're handling that, right? And I love that because it just gives me more freedom, right? So it's like, okay, cool. I have the potential here to have $1 billion company, right? But it's not me. We're bringing in that many sales, right? This is where it's heading. But I don't have to be the one that's like, kick back and enjoy the life and enjoy the money for now, right? Because for me, I'm like, someone asked, Christy did ask me today, she's like, well, do you want to be a billionaire? I'm like, well, I do, but not now. Not now. Not while my kids are young. I want to be with my kids. I want to have fun with them. I want to enjoy that, And other people are like, no, I don't want that shit, I just want to have a good life. I want to, be able to have good experiences. I want to have money coming into my bank account, and I want to be able to live a good life, eat good food, eat organic. You don't need to be a billionaire to do all that, like it doesn't take that much money to eat organic, to eat clean, to pay all your bills, to own your house, to, have some nice experiences and holidays and fly business class or first class and, have good clothes and go out for dinners. And it doesn't take that much money. You can do it on 7 figures, right? You can do it on 7 figures. So you can do it on multiple 6 figures. And everyone's lifestyle is a little bit different. You can do it on less. It doesn't have to be that lavish, right? So how much do you need? And that's the thing with the business model is like you get to create, it's uncapped. You write the rules, right? And a lot of the heavy lifting's taken care of you. So it takes a lot of that load and that burden off your back. There's still stuff that needs to be done. There's still time and energy. There's still supporting your team. There's still lots of things that you still need to do, right? But there's still so many things that you don't need to do. So for me, it's the ultimate 5D business model. Whatever the fuck that is, this is it. This is it, It is. Because we get to tap into this global movement, this global prosperity movement that's happening, and we get to be part of that and sharing the wealth and the prosperity and the freedom that's being created, right? But we don't have to design the products. We don't have to ship them out. We don't have to even receive the payment for them. We just get paid from Enagic, which is epic. So in hindsight, I remember when I first started, I was like, oh, I don't know, this network marketing thing, I'm really not sure. I'm called to it, but there's a part of me that's not sure. Now I'm like, there's no part of me that's not sure. I'm like, it's the best ever. It is the best ever. Honestly, you can't beat it. In my opinion, you can't beat it. You truly can't beat it. And so if you had any doubts, then put them at the door. Leave them at the door and get on with it. And know what you're doing is really powerful and you're really helping humanity. And you're creating something that's never been truly created to its full potential before. And as things change and we grow up and we become more open, the model will shift and change. It'll evolve and it has to. And another thing I love is like, this is specific with our company, others are different, is that it's really like, it's called a black box business model. So essentially it's like, it's a product, right? And, the product, you need to believe in the product or believe in it in some level. Some people are more passionate about it and believe in it than others. But essentially you get to create the structures around it, like how it's marketed, how it's sold. You have, limitations and you have parameters that you need to operate in around compliance and, communicating in an integral and effective, compliant way. You're not making false claims and promises and things that you can't withstand and hold up. But it's like you get the free reign on how you do it. When you do it, how you do it, where you do it, how many hours you do it, who you do it with, who you don't do it with. Like, it's freedom, baby. It's 5D as fuck. 5D as fuck. You heard that right, right here. All right, guys. Keep crushing it. Believe in it. Believe in yourself. And See you at the top.
Sitting here watching the clock, I'm struggling, thinking of the bullshit that I've been juggling. Is there more to life than this? I'm thinking twice.